Hello, once again, and welcome to Brick Fury. I'm your host, as always, Brad Harmer-Barnes. I'm joined by my constant compatriot, Ian Harmer.
Hi.
And our special guest for this episode is owner, curator, manager of emotionally14.com, and also host of E14 Toybox, Rob Wade.
Hello.
So, it's close to midnight, and something evil searching through the dark.
I'm so excited.
You're excited about this one.
Wrong song, isn't it?
Yeah. He just can't hide it. Yes, we have no bananas. So, a bit of a departure here, Heroclix.
We don't have any bananas.
We don't have any bananas.
Low potassium levels here at Brick Fury today.
Caution, members of the cast are allergic to banana.
Oh, yeah.
You couldn't be allergic to beef or something like that, could you?
Don't rub a banana with it.
It's a plantain-free zone. So, here at Wizkids Heroclix, they've gone for something a bit more off the wall with this set. It's been a long time since they've done a set which isn't Marvel or DC.
Yeah, I mean they've had the Turtles ones kind of.
The Turtles have been. Turtles have come out. They have been popular.
Yes, they really
and
have.
they've been a very good set generally as well.
Oh yeah, very good.
But other than that, the Halo must have been a few years ago.
Oh,
the Hobbits a few years ago.
Yeah, I mean
Pacific Rim's even longer.
The Halo ones didn't even have the Oreo bases.
Oh, so we are going.
Yeah.
So we are going back a bit. Obviously, the indie clicks. And way back in the list of time, there was a sister game called Heroclix.
Yes.
Which has kind of a cult following. There's a lot of people.
Well,
who like
yeah,
to see it come back.
because the art forms on them and that sort of
Yeah,
thing.
and
Some nice sculpts in that
yes.
set, and some really bafflingly cool concepts as well.
Yes.
Yeah, it just looks such a fun game. If only someone had a set and we could do a let's play.
I know, right?
I do.
If only someone had a Heroclix Cthulhu and we could do a let's play.
Okay.
Well, I am also here.
Yeah. So, shall we bring up this set on the Brick Fury conveyor belt? So we see what we're doing with. Okay, ready?
I did it the right way, both the same way this time. This is good.
Some clanking of chains.
Clank, clank. Thunderstorm noise, thunderstorm noise.
It's so green.
It's alive! Heroclix Undead.
Now, this is my first time seeing a box of these anywhere.
Okay, you've not found them anywhere?
No, I've not found them anywhere. So
Okay.
my local retailer, so I'm close.
Forbidden Planet.
Yep, I work close enough to Forbidden
Small
Planet.
shop in London.
Yeah, you know,
Maybe you've heard of it.
You probably haven't heard of it.
Yeah.
They went for, they had Elseworlds, they had a Ragnarok Mighty Thor starter set, no Mighty Thor boosters to speak of.
Okay.
They skipped Undead, they skipped Mighty Thor, and they went straight to Ragnarok.
Because of the movies.
Because of the movies, but usually they're pretty reliable for every set. But they haven't.
And obviously you've been quiet, I'm sure.
I've been every time I go down there, which is sometimes 3 or 4 times a week because I'm looking for these bad boys. But
I do think it's worth addressing. The show that is particularly of interest to Brick Fury is that Ian's drive when collecting forces. I'm a Marvel zombie. I go for Marvel stuff more than anything, but principally I buy characters like. I know we've been on the show before. You said you're kind of like a 60-40 split towards DC.
Yeah, I've got more kind of Marvel pieces, but I take more. I'm curating more DC stuff in terms of I go out of my way to look for the DC stuff more, and usually means paying a little more sometimes, especially in the case of Constantine.
Yeah, but when Ian first started playing Heroclix, you read Marvel stuff as a kid. And you've seen the movies, but weren't really keeping up with comics. So there's a lot of characters you didn't know.
No.
And your response was to build your own force.
It was.
Tell us about Team Ravenloft.
It's a monster-based or animal-based theme team. Yeah. So it's, and some of them are converted here at Heroclix
based
style.
Yeah.
And I believe quite a powerful force.
Yeah. It's almost like there's a 1950s EC horror comics vibe.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, and this obviously looks very sexy.
Yeah, because you're a big horror movie fan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, your forces look great on the table. It does look like some sort of barrier's been torn asunder and we've ended up in like a 1930s Transylvania.
That is often the feeling I have sat around the table.
Yeah.
Shame I can't roll the dice though.
Yeah.
Well, that's true of a few of us.
So now we've seen the box. We have a quick scan around the artwork here. There's some really nice, almost like cel-shaded Dracula and werewolf figures. The photos of the sculpt, I think those are renders rather than photos of the sculpts themselves.
They look like the HC Realms, the same ones that HC Realms.
Yeah, so they probably are renders, but they do look.
They look the business.
Very nice. The detail. If the sculpts are as good as the renders, we're in for some wonderful figures.
Yes, indeed.
So what do we expect from a set? There's been no real promotion of this other than a whisper, probably even up to a year ago, saying there was going to be Undead Heroclix.
Yeah, it did kind of come out.
What did we expect from? Or what do we expect from this set?
22 werewolves.
22.
And then one of each of something else.
And Constantine.
Yeah.
Initially, I was thinking it was going to be like Universal type of rips.
Or going back to the old black and white universe.
They don't claim Universal, so absolutely it's
all copyright free stuff here.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So
I don't know if you get Dracula and Frankenstein are public domain now. I
believe, and a zombie. Let's be honest, is a zombie.
Abraham Lincoln. You can't really public domain a person. You can't really copyright a person.
Dracula and Frankenstein are globally public domain because it's been so many years since the authors passed. And I believe Phantom of the Opera and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Christmas Carol?
All Charles Dickens stuff is published, mate.
Because there's a few from that.
Oh, really? That's intriguing. And it would be lovely if someone was playing a Christmas game.
Jacob Marley's a rare one.
Okay.
He's one of the ghosts. There's definitely, I think you're right, there's definitely some public domain stuff.
Yeah.
Here. There's also some generic, here's a Wolfman.
Which is fine.
Which is fine. And you can't obviously copyright Wolfman because that must be...
No, that's urban legend.
Yeah, that's right.
Urban legend, it's folklore.
Yeah.
So I thought they were going to stick to that at first, but they're not gone that route.
Yeah, I think the artwork on the Gravity Feed is really, really good.
It's beautiful.
Actually, if I was just panning those around.
They often do some nice.
It's definitely. If you saw this at the till, even if you didn't play Heroclix, you become what you want to find out what that is.
Yeah, for sure.
I think they've done a really good job there. So, quick questions, guys. What monster would you most like to see in this set?
Death that's in translucent plastic.
Okay.
We know I'm a fan.
Okay.
Anything in translucent plastic,
it's a cool sculpture.
I haven't seen the spoiler list, so I don't know what's in there, but I would love a Dracula. There's been a Vlad the Impaler, Heroclix, and Dracula, because as we mentioned, he's public domain, there are versions of Dracula in both DC and Marvel.
Yes.
But like an independent, Bram Stoker's Dracula is genuinely my favourite book. To get one that's more based on the book or one of the classic movies, I'd love to see a classic Dracula.
I think there's one in there.
Yeah,
I think something along those lines.
And if you like see, you should spoil list.
I'm aware of the spoiler list. Yeah, interestingly, he doesn't appear on the box, but Frankenstein's monster. So
he's a favourite of yours.
Absolutely, yeah. So I mean, and I presume it's going to be taller than the others, and
Frankenstein's monster was your favourite monster when you were a kid.
So.
And Hulk was your favourite comic character.
Yes,
seeing the link.
The green,
green things that hit things.
Green. Watch out, Swamp Thing.
Yeah. I'll have a quick one. Favourite horror movie.
Oh, come back to me.
Okay.
From any time period?
Just your personal favourite. Or one of, because I know your collection runs into the thousands.
Having recently done the Halloween countdown, which gave us a 30-odd different genres. Yeah. So, I think I'm going to go with Bride of Frankenstein.
James Whale. Okay. Yeah, that is... I like that one because it kind of builds off the first one and does something totally new.
That's right.
And visually it's brilliant as well. Yeah. Favourite for me is still Sam Raimi's first The Evil Dead. Because there's nothing really groundbreaking about the film itself. It's a bit assault on Precinct 13. It's in a house and there's monsters outside. But there's kind of a punk rock DIY ethos to it, which I love. Because it was a bunch of friends with virtually no money and using like really cheap camera effects to get it, and it's even down to stuff like they didn't have the money for good lighting, so they used for shadows and used for darkness, and it looks really good because they used what they had. And you get the POV flying shot. Yeah, all that is, they put the camera on a 2x4, attached a rope to it, and just ran along with it.
Nice.
And it looked, there's a bit of a bounce and a jog to it, but all the things that limited them, they used positively, and that's part of the reason I love that film so much.
Yes,
over to Rob, who's going to say The Thing.
Punk film.
No,
actually, really.
Well, The Thing would be up there. So there's a few different ones kind of in the mix. So The Thing would be up there. Event Horizon would be up there because I love
what a film!
I love that movie.
The Shining in space.
Yeah, pretty much. Or Alien without the alien.
Yeah. Sam Neill going mad in the room again.
Or Alien.
That's film
on the list. And then one just popped in my head. The first Saw movie.
You know what? It's still the only one I've seen. It's one of those I've never felt a need to see a sequel to it. That's I've always just gone. Oh, it ends brilliantly.
No,
Let's stop there. Stop there.
It's perfect. It's so good.
Yeah, it's such a clever film.
The sequels, they're a bit like the Star Treks. That there are some good ones, some rubbish ones, and that sort of thing. But the first one is still.
It's more like Seven or something like that almost, rather than they tried to turn it into a slasher movie series. Yeah.
I think also with Event Horizon, it's almost like a 40k story where actually someone's going through the wall.
Yeah, that was confirmed. The screenwriter said he played 40k as a kid and wanted to make
go into chaos.
He conceived it as a 40k prequel. Even though obviously all the names and serial numbers were filed off in his head, it was a 40k movie.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which is works for me.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm going to rewatch it now with that in mind.
Yeah, well, I think we've chatted horror. We're chatted Heroclix. We're excited for horror Heroclix. So I think it's time we open up the crypt and see what crawls out. Let's do this. Okay, Wizkids Undead Heroclix. Who's going first?
Apparently, I.
Okay, Ian's got the first box.
And look at all of this.
Lots of shaking involved.
You can collect them all.
You can. I'm not saying you should.
Oh, is that? Oh man, that explains so much.
Very crunchy.
First box.
Ooh,
Here we go.
Ooh,
a demon.
Belphegor. All right, so let's have a look at the
90 points.
90 points, 7 clicks.
Starts off with blades, by the looks of it.
Yep. Moves on to energy explosion.
And it's RIP logo on the actual.
That's the Undead set.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He looks kind of like Dave Grohl in the Tenacious D video.
Yeah, I can see that. And actually, I think there's a non-named one that's red.
Yeah. So he's a named demon, basically, isn't he?
Yeah.
What's he named, sorry?
Belphegor.
Okay, yeah.
Real name Belphegor. Shocker.
This is going to be an amazing set for naming yourself some death metal bands.
Yeah. So let's have a.
It's only 90 points. Looks quite bitey.
Blades.
Well, it's charge and blades. Reasonable, as ever with these new clicks, reasonable defence.
Yeah, not bad for its time. 17 with toughness.
Okay.
So do you want to hear about the traits and stuff?
Yeah, do traits in the box out, yeah.
Yeah, so traits.
Got box out on damage here.
Power, deal Belphegor 1 unavoidable damage, then heal an adjacent character with the Demon Legion keyword 2 clicks.
Oh.
Okay.
So he buffs up others. They all live to serve me. Power, generate Undead 04 Demon on click number 2. If no friendly character named Demon is on the map, generate 2 of them instead.
Summoning for nothing.
And healing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Has he got regen as well?
He does on his last 3 clicks, yeah.
So he can regen and cart healing and bring in more.
And then his damage box out, which is on the first 3 clicks.
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning of your turn, you may roll a d6. On a 4 or 5, remove an action token from each adjacent character with the demon friendly with the Demon Legion keyword.
Yeah.
6, remove an action token from all friendly characters with the Demon Legion keyword, and those characters can use sidestep this turn.
Okay, if you can keep him alive, that's quite powerful.
So on a 4 or 5, he removes an action token from anybody adjacent friendly with Demon Legion. On a 6, he removes them from all, and they all get to use sidestep.
How many points is he?
90 points.
So he's definitely, if we assume a standard 300 build, he's definitely your leader.
For sure.
But
yeah,
and 90 points, that's pretty good.
He can bring in his own troops, basically.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's got a little beard as well.
Yeah.
Bit devilish.
It always do. Yeah.
Very cool.
Nice.
Rob, box number 2.
All right.
Oh. Constantine.
Not again.
What are you doing here?
I've stopped caring now. Vampire
Baron.
So he's no range to speak of, but he's got 1 lightning bolt for attacks. 30 points. So he's a soldier basically.
This is just a 30-point character.
Yeah.
It's got his trait is misform. It's turn Vampire Baron to a click of the same number but a different colour. So you got 3 breaks.
He's got a split dial.
You've got three starting place positions on the dial.
Nice.
The box out damage is tiny, so you can actually shrink like to a bat, I suppose.
Okay. Escape has missed.
Yeah. We've got steel energies like you'd expect. He starts on his click 1, like some of these vampires don't. Super senses, exploit weakness, shape change.
He's indomitable for 30 points as well.
30 points indomitable.
He's a rare.
Vampire brood, and his keyword is monster, as you'd expect.
Yeah, I suspect the entire box might have that here.
Yeah. He also has flight, it looks like.
Good. It's
true.
I'm surprised he's only 30 points.
Yeah, it's a short dial, but as I say,
variety.
Yeah. But you can steal energy as well. So on some of those
makes
tiles.
sense. Yeah. I'm
It's interesting the trait that you can just,
Isn't
if you don't like what you got, you can change it to something else.
Yeah. We're 2 for 2. I'm pretty impressed so far.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
No super senses and shape change. You're never going to hit him.
No. But that's the point.
Escape has missed, escape has bad, escape has what?
Yeah, that's it. You know, he's thematic.
Yeah.
He's hard to hit.
As principally an Ameritrash gamer, I'm all in favour of.
Yeah.
Vampire Hunter D.
Oh, we're doing well here.
Are we?
Werewolf Alpha.
She's like the Jersey Shore someone.
Yeah. He likes chicken palms.
Yeah.
He's a 50-pointer.
Yep. He's.
I'll move the camera.
Oh, okay. So I've seen this dial
Talk about this one.
on HC Realms.
Yeah.
This is quite entertaining. So.
I have, yes.
Yeah. So he's 4 clicks.
That seems
twice.
short, doesn't it? Yeah.
So he's got 2 4-click dials and a 1-click. So he's basically spaced out by a KO each.
Yeah.
So, Lycanthrope, 2 legs, 4 legs, frenzied. At the beginning of your turn, roll a d6 for all characters with the Lycanthrope trait. On a 1 to 3, turn Werewolf Alpha to a red click of the same number. 4 to 5, turn Werewolf Alpha to a blue click of the same number.
Right.
6, turn Werewolf Alpha to purple click number 1.
Mm-hmm.
So then he's got an attack box out. When he makes a close attack, he deals penetrating damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then damage box out, Bloodlust. Do not turn Werewolf Alpha's dial when the d6 is rolled for his trait.
Is it a trait or a damage box out?
So this is the damage box out, but it refers to the trait I just read. So the one for the d6. So on this, if you use this damage box out, you don't roll the dice.
Mm-hmm.
When Werewolf Alpha would clear action tokens, roll a d6. 1 to 4, instead of clearing tokens, turn him to red click number 1. Mm-hmm. And 5 or 6, only remove 1 action token, but Werewolf Alpha has protected Outwit. So he can no longer be targeted by Outwit.
So you can end up with 2 action tokens on you can't shift.
You can only... Yeah, basically.
Could be locked down.
Bloodlust makes
what clicks is that damage box out on?
That's only on the purple one.
Okay.
Which is sidestep, 7 movement, a box out on damage, which is 12 attack.
So 12 attacks, so that's the one that's supposed to attack with penetrating.
Yeah. 18 defense.
With willpower.
Yeah. And 3 damage with a box out.
Which is no good too if you've got 2 action tokens on you can't shift.
Yeah, but then if you can roll a 5 or a 6, then you roll an action token and you become immune to Outwit.
They sound shock troops to me.
Yeah,
this one is.
If the dice rolls are with you, they're quite. I mean, for a 50-point character that's got penetrating 3 damage.
Yeah, I suspect we're going to see the same sculpt a couple of times with a slightly different dial.
Yeah.
So this one seems like it's a slightly more powerful version. So you might see a 25 or a 30-point one elsewhere.
It's not a sculpt.
They sound like shock troops. So.
It is really
I know what you mean. But this is real name various, so they're designed to.
Yeah. The detail on the feet or paws, if you like.
Okay, box number 4.
Zombie Honest Abe.
Honest Abe. Oh, well, this bangs on. It can be played at 40, 60 or 150.
The paint jobs on the faces are superb.
Yeah, they really are good, aren't they?
They've really done themselves. Yeah.
Apparently his name's Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, funny that.
What?
So he's got 3, he can be played at 3 different point totals, 150, 60 or 40. So he starts with 5 movement with a movement box out. So I'm guessing we're going to hear about that in a sec.
Yes, but the traits is obviously a zombie. Yeah. Zombie Horde. At the beginning of your turn, for all characters with this trait, choose 1, move or close. That's from the new actions for the game, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Actions of this chosen type made by friendly characters with the Zombie Horde keyword don't count against your action totals this turn. So basically you get free movement. And
cool.
Tallest of the Horde, charge, sidestep. When Zombie Abraham Lincoln hits a close combat this turn, other friendly characters with the Zombie Horde keyword can use free, make a close attack, target the character hit by Zombie Abraham Lincoln this turn. So they basically get a free hit.
If he hits somebody...
So basically they're going to swarm you like the zombie films do.
Nice.
Yeah. That's leader of the zombies. If Zombie Abraham Lincoln is adjacent to a friendly character with the Zombie Horde keyword, which I presume they're going to all have, those zombies, a modifier attack by +1. If he is adjacent to 3 or more friendly characters with that Zombie Horde keyword, also modify damage by +1.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, that's not bad at all. Then we've got a box out on damage.
So he has that here as well, yeah.
Yeah. That's 4 score and that's good. 4 score and 7 years ago. Once per attack, when the friendly character's attack roll results in a 4 or a 7, Choose after resolutions, remove an action token from the attacker, or after resolution, give the target an action token. So you can actually free yourself up with it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think I've come.
He's amazing.
But it's an awesome sculpt, and it does look like Karloff. Indomitable, only 60 points.
So the first trait's called At the beginning of your turn, roll a d6. On a 4 to 6, Frankenstein's monster may immediately make a close attack. So then the second one is My Creator. Friendly characters with the Scientist keyword can use support to target Frankenstein's monster.
Superb.
When a character with the Scientist keyword targets Frankenstein's monster with support, his defense value is 14 for that action.
Oh, Reed, what have you wrought?
If that character is named Dr. Frankenstein, he can use support even if he or Frankenstein's monster are adjacent to an opposing character.
Oh, this is fun. I like this.
So, this is the bit that I would point out. There's his super strength is called putting on the hits.
Excellent.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah.
He's indomitable. No range, obviously.
That's fair.
One lightning bolt, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Goes through charge into side
He opens with charge and super strength.
Brilliant. Which now,
So it can't be knocked back.
No,
and does look back. Superb.
It's not just a waste of power.
And we've got 3 damage. It goes down to 2 damage by the looks of it.
He says on 2 from.
Yeah, he's a bit more lumbering and it's more just sidestep and that sort of thing. Yeah.
So in terms of big green things that punch things, I think Heroclix might have a new favourite.
Oh,
yeah,
that's so cool.
He's such a wonderful. Or is this 6? What's number 6?
Yep, 6.
Ian's still smiling about that Frankenstein.
Oh yes.
Is there anyone I'm missing?
It's a go. So it's actually Christmas Carol-esque.
Oh really?
It does
so
look,
chains.
yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
30 points.
30 points.
3 clicks.
Yep. So it's a common one. So it's a number 9.
No, well,
Ghostly
Christmas
form is
Carol,
the
please.
trait. Can only carry other characters with the Ghost Realm keyword, regardless of their speed or symbol.
Makes sense.
Movement is free. Choose an opposing character with a ghost move through this turn. Unique modifier. The chosen character modifies its attack by -2 until your next turn.
That's nice. Yeah.
This has made me think how many of these would make nice customs for Cryptozoic's Ghostbusters game.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yes.
It's a minimalist looking
up the top,
card, isn't it?
At the top. So it looks like he can ignore blocking terrain and other characters for the purposes of movement.
So you can pass through.
Yeah, you can pass through.
Pass through. Very short dial, but 30 points.
That's right.
Yeah,
You know.
fine.
Bit of fun.
Cool. Yeah, totally.
Very nice.
Box number 8.
Oh, it's something we haven't had.
This is 8, I think.
Yes,
Oh.
that sounds right.
Hey, Skeleton. That's the first one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Skeleton army and monster keyword.
Ah, so you can build your Army of Darkness force you always wanted.
25 points.
And they actually do look the part for a damn
Yes.
Darkness, as the camera's about to find out.
You've got a robe around him.
Get me out of here.
Unique modifier, adjacent friendly characters with the skeleton army keyword, +1 to damage.
Even if you do any kind of fantasy RPG, this is a nice miniature.
Yes.
You chuck that in your D&D game.
They can get, they've got charge, they can get in there, combat reflexes and super senses.
Nice. How many clicks?
It's 4 clicks, it's 25 points.
That's
So,
pretty good. No
it
indom.
might be able to get a hit in.
Yeah, no indom though, but
No.
for 25 points, it's unreasonable to
But
expect.
say if you can up the damage, they're doing 2 damage anyway. If you can give 3 damage with a 25-point model. It's
It's pretty good going.
yeah.
It's a nice piece, that.
Who we got? Who we got?
With the Grim Reaper. Look at that for a moment.
Oh, finally I get the Bill and Ted set I always wanted.
60 points again.
Yeah,
For death.
for 4 clicks.
Grim Reaper.
Oh, Grim Reaper, not death, sorry.
No, I think there is a death in there.
Oh,
A
okay.
separate one,
A Discworld one.
maybe. Harbinger of
Steve
Death.
Dial.
Did it come with Binky?
He's a Harbinger of Death.
Okay.
When an opposing character takes damage from an attack made by a character with the monster keyword, after resolutions, deal that character 1 unavoidable damage. If that character is not KO'd, immediately heal it 1
So
click.
basically, someone else gets a heavy hit and it could KO someone just because
He
of that.
gives it
effect.
that little extra.
It's a push.
He can either give you that little extra push or frustrate the person playing the
Yeah.
game, which is also fun.
Yeah, totally. I love one who does it.
And then there's a trait, Blades Claws Fangs with Giant Reach 2 for the scythe.
I think the side's taken a little bit of a bend, but that'll probably boil out.
Yeah, no problem.
yeah.
I've never had a trouble with having to boil Heroclix. I've always come out.
Exploit weakness and the damage.
Yep,
The only
exploit
tip,
weakness.
quick tip I will give anyone who does boil a Heroclix to fix for soft plastic is to cover up the window of your thumb because for paper doesn't take to the steam very well.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah, I'll pop it off his dial.
don't put it in the
Yeah.
water and forget about it and go off and do something else.
Yeah.
So
I've got a cup of dissolved.
We've got
death.
regen on here as well.
Yes, 3 clicks of
Well, that
regen.
kind of makes sense.
3 clicks of regen.
Well, he is the Grim Reaper.
There is that.
Yeah.
No flight though,
Oh.
and no indom. But
60 points.
60 points.
Yeah.
In my head, it's the Grim Reaper from me.
Again, I like the paint
fair
job.
So this brings us on to number
11.
Oh, if 11's in there, I'll be so happy.
I don't think you'll see any of those as clicks. You never know.
I mean, stranger things have happened.
Hey.
Oh, I hate myself.
Why?
This is my job.
Okay, this is a new one.
What have we got? What have we got?
Got a zombie shambler.
Granny Gross. Oh, I'm loving the kind of. So there is a very almost like Tom Savini vibe about that zombie.
25 points.
5 clicks.
Indomitable.
Yep, 5
With
clicks.
sidestep.
Perfect. He's a fast zombie then. Yeah.
Oh, shambler apparently.
Well, he's got a move of 4, but he can sidestep.
Yeah.
Alright, so he's got the zombie horde trait, which is the one that's at the beginning of your turn for all characters with this trait. Choose one, move or close.
Yeah.
Actions of the chosen type made by friendly characters with the zombie horde keyword don't count against your action total.
So similar to Abe then. So yeah.
Thinking about it, a move of 4 with sidestep kind of works for Italian zombies like Ramiro and Fulci ones because they were the dead slow ones until they got close, and then there's almost like a lurch attack.
Like an extra shamble.
That really works actually.
Yeah. Whereas the Zack Snyder ones would be speed, hypersonic speed.
Yeah, for the MTV generation.
So whether we've got a zombie as well as a zombie shambler, we're yet to find out. But so this one's only 25 points.
Yeah.
It's
It's a pretty good dole for 25 points. It's 4 clicks of toughness.
Yes. Yeah.
Fine. Yeah. I mean, that's definitely an Italian type zombie. Yeah.
Real name Varioso.
Nice.
Is it the same one again?
It's a zombie this time.
But not a zombie shambler.
No.
15 for 15 points.
Similar sculpt.
Still
probably the same.
indomitable.
How does the sculpts compare?
Brown
different
jacket.
Paint jobs, different paint jobs.
Different
Okay,
paint
that's fine. As long as it's different on the table.
Indomitable. For 15 points.
The zombie doesn't get higher.
Yeah, makes sense. 3 clicks of health. Incapacitate. On the first click.
Incapacitate. Interesting.
2 clicks of toughness.
Yeah.
It's still got the zombie horde trait, so it will, if you choose a move or
It
close.
closed.
You
Doesn't
can
have
get
the
free ones.
sidestep of the shambler. But,
He does not, no, but he does have 4
Indom.
movement, which is for zombies is fine.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
interesting. To give some sort of incapacitate is quite a nice idea. So, so he's not strong enough to knock someone down, but he
Give him an action total.
give him an action total.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like that.
Aha.
Come toward.
We were talking about it earlier. Demon.
Oh.
Demon.
Actually, the robot devil.
Demon Legion monster keyword.
Oh no.
We're 30 points.
I'd be happy with the starter set.
Still my dream is Michelin Web look clicks.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
too big.
Demon Legion power. Deal 1 unavoidable damage, then heal an adjacent character with the Demon Legion keyword 2 clicks.
Oh, so he's got the same one.
So
as
you
the
can, you can chain
The
that.
boss boy, you
Wow.
could heal him. And that would just discard a 30 point
demons
character and
Wow.
heal you. And he'll one of the bites, yeah. The damage is running shot, willpower, but only if the friendly character named Belfer the God, which we've had before, is within 8 squares. So no, it doesn't have to be adjacent.
For Tumch.
Put too much.
That's a nice sculpt again.
It's nice, yeah.
Yeah, the ink wash on the sculpt is
It's
nice.
got
as well.
regen.
It is nice. It's got
Regen as well.
little
So
bit
they've
of,
got all the demons can cause damage to trigger their effects, and then they've got regen. How many
2.
clicks has he got regen on?
The last 2.
Okay, that's all right.
How many clicks it total?
4, but you need 30 points.
Yeah.
That's really
So,
good.
but it's interesting that you can power up the heavy hitter guy.
Yeah, that's
so,
interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like a brood type mechanic there.
Yeah,
There's a
very
bit-
much so.
I think there's a bit of that going on with this set. Kind of need him, don't you?
You do.
Here we go. Abraham Lincoln.
No, it's Andrew Johnson. That's weird.
Abraham Van Helsing.
Dr. Frankenstein, I
Oh,
presume.
lovely.
Nice.
30 points.
Nice paint job.
Yeah, it looks like he's been wiping his hands
Has he got Peter,
on his gome. Yeah.
has he got Peter Cushing's face?
No,
Kind
he's
of.
quite full face, surely.
Yeah, kind of.
He's just got off his motorbike.
Okay,
yeah.
So he's 3 clicks for 30 points.
Bit of a stiff one, sorry.
One trait. It's alive.
Sidestep.
Support is free, but only to target friendly characters with the monster keyword. When Dr. Frankenstein uses it, increase the d6 result by 1.
Monster keyword.
Monster keyword.
Any of them.
Yep. So we've just given
Any of the set.
Across the board?
across the board.
Wow.
Monster keyword. Doesn't say Frankenstein.
Yeah, it doesn't say
Frankenstein
Jason
monster,
or
just says
anything.
Only to target friendly keywords. I suppose support whatever the range is for that. I guess.
Okay, yeah.
So,
That's quite
range of
powerful.
6, so still not terrible.
That's pretty good.
Quite a nice little support piece.
And then he's got defense box out, which is perplex, but only to target characters with the monster keyword. If his target is named Frankenstein's monster, Dr. Frankenstein can modify combat value +2 or -2 instead.
Lovely.
Yeah. So he can actually, if you play against Frankenstein's monster, he can make it worse for him.
Yeah, you can make it harder.
Which makes some sense.
Yeah.
He's no indomitable, but he's got sidestep and willpower on most of his dial.
Nice. Awesome.
Very cool. Another skeleton, but it's the champion.
Oh.
So this is a 50 pointer.
Do you remember a 90s cartoon called Skeleton Warriors?
I do.
Yeah. Okay.
First three clicks.
Another rare one.
We have charge and blades.
Perfect. Shock troops again.
Yeah. Invulnerability for his first 2 clicks, and then combat reflexes for the last 3.
He sounds good.
Leadership for the first 2. Leader of the skeleton horde. He's got a trait as well. Unique modifier. Adjacent friendly characters with the skeleton army keyword modify damage +1. So again, same as the other skeleton. He's
Awesome.
designed to buff him up.
Any points?
50
points.
Not bad.
Yeah, 5 clicks.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
I like him.
Oh, nice. This is a vampire.
I did not go blah, 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 blah.
So you can heal up to click 1. He's only 25 points.
In done.
In Dom, yeah. The click 3, you've got 17 defense, but there's no kind of buffs on that. And he's got stealth running through that. If you do get him to click 1 for a 25-point model, he's got 18 defense, charge, 3 damage, which is also exploit weakness.
Wow.
And invulnerability.
Invulnerability, yes.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so he starts with 3, but you can still
nice thematic again.
Pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to be good. Oh, Jacob Marley.
Oh.
So it's clearly
We finally get the showdown between Jacob Marley and Abraham Lincoln we always wanted.
Yeah.
So it's obviously the ghost sculpt.
Yeah. Nice translucent.
Yeah.
Translucent cast can be hit and miss, but that is nice.
I personally love them, especially if they're done well, which this is.
Yeah. I've seen some ropey ones, but when they're good.
What about
some
a different
that are-
idea of just painting the whole model white, including the base, and then kind of like...
I don't think people will go for it.
No, maybe not.
Feels a bit sketchy.
I'm just
He's a
saying,
flyer.
Just saying, Wizkids, we have noticed you've stopped.
Ghostly form can only carry other characters with the ghost realm keyword regardless of speed symbols.
Yeah.
Full range.
Ghastly chill, so in the same way as the other one. So choose an opposing character that Jacob Marley moved through this turn. Unique modifier. The chosen character modifies his attack -2 until your next turn. After resolutions, you and the opposing character's owner each roll 2d6. If your result is higher, deal that character 1 penetrating damage and heal Jacob Marley 1 click.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
On the dial, you've got like a
It's
nice...
pretty good seeing some
nice,
It's basically exposition.
Yeah.
You got a snowflake symbol on the dial?
He's a wildcard.
Nice, actually.
That is really cool.
It's the Baron Zemo, Jacob Marley team up we always wanted.
Look at this.
Oh, lovely.
And you can only have one of those.
4 clicks of regen.
4 clicks of regen.
80.
80. Okay, so he's a leader.
Yeah, no indom, but he's got exploit weakness on the last 2.
Okay.
With, I love some of these power names. So Creeping Death is sidestep. Precision Strike is come to harvest your soul. Invincible is Death Incarnate.
Remember what I said about building our death metal bands with this unboxing?
Yeah. Regeneration is absorbing the life force of those around it.
I love that song.
That'd be a bit long for a name for an album.
A song maybe if you're from Norway, yeah.
And
It's a
exploit
lovely-
weakness is it's your time.
It is a lovely skull.
That is
superb,
wonderful.
Yeah.
There's our winner of Top Skull. Okay, so we opened for Crypt.
We did.
Some stuff came flying out.
It really did.
What were our initial impressions of the Heroclix Undead?
Fantastic.
Push that down. You've got your Frankenstein. Your Frankenstein's monster. I haven't seen you this happy.
It's such a cool set.
It really is cool.
I haven't seen you this happy ever. Not since you finally got Son of Godzilla on DVD.
Completed that as well.
Yeah, every Godzilla movie. Except Roland Emmerich one, because every Godzilla movie. Initial impressions, Rob?
I thought they're brilliant. There's a decent variety of stuff within the box. There's a decent variety of figures as a whole for the set.
Yeah.
everything's got a kind of a buffed up version and a cut down version.
Yeah.
For sort of more there's a lot of soldier pieces, but there's also a kind of ringleader of each one.
Yeah.
There's a decent range of rare stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, they're not traditionally designed for people like us to take the contents of the whole box. They're for they're pocket money purchases.
Absolutely. Or if they're impulse purchase, you pick up your comics and that's at the till as well.
Or in my case, you pick up a few of these in different sets and a couple of boosters, and I can quit anytime I want.
Yeah.
That's nice. It's got the t-shirt.
Building on what you said, there's a very good mix of leader characters and rank and file characters.
Yes.
There's a very good mix of readily identifiable characters and the more, I don't want to say run of the mill, but the more background standard monsters. There's Frankenstein's monster, but okay, there's also ghosts and werewolves.
Yeah, I think it's a lovely mix. If you just
I think across the board, I think the sculpts and paint jobs are superb.
Yes, they're brilliant.
This is
really, really good.
I really think from inception, this has been a labour of love.
Yes.
I think everyone involved has done a great job, and it probably due to their natural enthusiasm. It doesn't look very Peter Cushing.
It's just come off his motorbike, I told you.
He might look like Peter Cushing now.
What? CG's face.
Like a CG's face.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. That's all I ever meant.
Sure. Ian, your impressions?
Lovely set. I say if you'd just gone to the shop and bought one, you'd be pleased with any of them.
If you take they're normally up $2.50 a box, I think, aren't they?
£2.53.
£2 to £3 quid. I mean, I know it's a hot topic at the moment, spending real money for randomised contents in the gaming field, but I think generally I'd be happy.
Yeah. Well, ultimately there's something in every box.
Well, they're nice paint jobs as well. So it's just they've listened and kind of improved.
It's all in all, I'm impressed so far.
It's really nice.
Certainly, this gravity feed since probably one of the turtle sets was quite good.
Turtle sets were good.
Yeah, but this is.
We had a DC set that kept duplicating an awful lot of duplicates, wasn't it?
Yeah. With this one, I wonder if it's partly because there are 19 different figures in the set, whereas with most gravity feeds there are 10 to 12. So you probably find
the Guardians one was fine, but there's more effort gone into this than the Guardians one.
Yeah, and you got the legions, you got the demon, the ghost, and the werewolf legions, and so
I would be quite happy to see gravity feeds reduced in number and more like this, where they're a bigger range of characters.
Yes, I agree. I don't know how that would work at the cost to the manufacturer, but it would be lovely. But we need the industry to survive as well.
Sure, but ultimately ultimately I'll still keep buying them. So.
Yeah, totally. Take your money, it's fine. It's happier than was in you. So,
what were the chances? Not good.
As we all know, getting Heroclix out of the box and checking them over and considering the untapped potential of that purchase is all well and good. But we don't know how Heroclix performs until we throw it on the table and take it for a test game. So what we're going to do now is we'll shoot 300 as standard build.
Yeah.
So if Ian, you take 300 points worth of the new Heroclix, and Rob, you take 300 points, we'll dig up a suitable map, and we'll throw it on the table and see how these guys actually test drive.
I look forward to it.
Yeah, okay. What you're going to see now is like a cut down highlight reel of a game that we're about to play. If you do want to watch the full uncut gameplay footage, it will be either the video directly below this one, if you're watching on Suppressing Fire, or there'll be a link in the video description if you're watching on YouTube. You can either watch the highlight reel or watch the full game, and then come back, or both if so inclined. We're not like certain film franchises where the trailers are made out of footage which isn't in the final product.
Although how cool would that be?
All right, we're going to do that. What you're going to see next isn't what's in the actual game.
Not using the right models.
No. It's just what happens next isn't
in there.
Yeah. What happens next isn't in the actual game, including the TIE Fighter
and a bit of the demon milks.
Yeah. You haven't got a microwave. Let it go. So we're going to highlight reel, and then you come back afterwards, and we'll give you our full review once we've taken for a test drive. Cool. Let's do this thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Heroclix's new line of basic bitch clicks will be coming next year. Upcharge, almost like a opening credits from the 90s Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah. Or a better version of Twilight. Because there's actual stuff happening.
Just saying that if this was Blood Bowl, you'd be rolling to see if a werewolf was eating the skeletons.
Yeah, it's true.
You don't get that joke, you should listen to the credits.
You really should.
Also, if you do get that joke, you should listen to the credits.
Basically, if you're alive.
Yeah.
And if you're dead, I'll take it.
Yeah.
First blood to the people who don't bleed.
I guess we always wonder what would happen if a skeleton stabbed a demon.
Yeah. To be fair, we probably have.
So next turn you're -2 to your attack. Okay. Crikey, okay.
Did a ghost just outfox death?
Just outfox a ghost, yeah.
Ian,
Yeah.
is a vampire Frankenstein playing tennis with death? So can't keep read the fuck out of as a kid.
And then this skeleton champion will attack Jacob Marley.
Okay.
Sentence I didn't realise I'd have to say today.
You didn't come in here and still weren't prepared for that
I
sentence.
know. I don't know what I'm thinking.
Frankenstein's monster comes in and he attacks the skeleton champion.
I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
Do the noise.
Rrrr.
Has
11.
he got a chainsaw?
11 attack against your defense of 17.
Okay.
Oh, I keep trying this. I'm just doing this wearing myself out here. The demon actually has got.
Fun fact, that's the top of Ian's autobiography.
The demon has actually got willpower.
Vampire versus vampire.
It's
It's a Karloff.
That's the clear down.
Okay, and welcome back. So we took these out for a quick rumble. It kind of went a bit one-sided towards the end of it, and then it seemed to come back to more of a knife edge balance again. So it's a pretty exciting game to watch.
Yeah.
How did you find them to play as?
I think they're good. I think the demons I chose were good, and the whole kind of fact you can generate more.
That was really
as just a power action, basically, wasn't it? So it was really good.
Yeah. That's
I used the demons to lock up the skeletons, so I didn't want to move him down, but really I should have took them out of range. Really,
Yeah,
because they are very powerful.
I was impressed by those skeletons.
No, I think it was good. Good shaped models, I think.
Yeah,
sure. And I don't think I could have played any differently. Really,
Yeah, sure.
A couple of critical fails.
Yeah,
dealt around. But,
yeah, that was always fun. Rob, how did you feel to play as them?
I think generally they were pretty good. The skeletons were, like you say, they're pretty fun. The Charge and the Blaze Claws combo was nice.
I should learn to keep away from them next time.
Yeah. I didn't think all that much of them when they came out of packs, but they played better than they looked, I think.
Yes, for sure. And the only thing I found the werewolf a bit that whole D6
remembering to do that as well
is quite difficult to keep track of.
Yes,
and it's a little bit the wording's fine, but it's a little bit kind of odd.
And obviously, if you got more than one on the board, the moon phase would apply to
every
all of them.
single
Well,
one.
no, I would have thought that the moon is like a moon thing, isn't it? So I would imagine.
Yes, all of them have to be rolled
be
forward.
clicking dials all the time.
Yeah. What was cool was when you got to click 11 and you had the extra powerful.
It was very biting.
It was. But obviously he came with
really,
fragility.
Yes,
it's really hard to get him off because he just builds up the markers. It's really hard to clear down. So it's almost like he tires himself out.
Yes, yeah, kind of. But I think generally the team I was quite pleased with.
50 points. That's amazing. It was very powerful.
I was pretty pleased with the team overall. Didn't really get a feeling that Death did much, but then that might have been the way I was playing him because I did kind of just sidestep him slowly towards the battle over time. And Vampire Baron, just kind of a bit of a wuss.
How did you find your Frankenstein's monster?
Well, he could do no wrong, obviously.
Yeah.
But he is very powerful. He did suffer getting beaten up by the skeletons because they were quite biting.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't seem to have. I thought how many clicks is he? He's only got 6 clicks. I really thought he'd have more defence power than he did.
Yeah,
he's just running toughness. For most of the dial.
Yeah.
It's lovely that he's got super strength and that has that knockback now. That's nice and fantastic.
Yeah, and I like the fact he basically, if he's in close combat, he potentially can get a free hit.
Extra close combat activation. Yeah, but even if that was a 3, if you had 2 markers on you could still do that roll.
Yes, you can still.
So he is a wrecking ball.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good. All in all, from what I've seen, both in the game and on the unboxing, I think the dials have been built wonderfully thematically for the characters.
There's a lot of thought gone into it.
I think this is labour of love from its inception, from whoever was working on this.
We're talking about this in the sort of non-filmed bit, I don't know what you call it. But we're actually looking at the box. We only missed 3 out of the whole set. So we're missing a generic werewolf.
Yep.
The Ghost of Abe Lincoln. And Dr. Jekyll. Dr. Jekyll has a similarly interesting dial, a bit like the werewolf, where you switch between the two.
Okay.
Which is, again, like you say, it's very thematic.
Makes sense. Yeah.
But otherwise, we pulled, almost a full set, so that's pretty good going.
I think the sculpts are brilliant across the board. I think the paint jobs are very good.
Yep.
What unusually for the Heroclix, I think ink washes are good as well because they very often go overboard on the ink washes, and just for little shading it's brought out in the demons. It's just you can see it's just black ink wash gone on there just to bring out the shades, and that's
it's not just done with fists of ham.
And no sketches.
No sketch variants. We don't talk about those. I think the transparent casts are great.
I'm always a fan.
Yeah, I mean,
That's a good job.
they can just churn. Imagine they can just churn these out, and certain game publishers who say may or may not have a license to make Predator models have been unable to produce a clear 1 in 5 years. Yeah.
Well, not being funny, but Wizkids did a Predator one.
Yeah.
And it was half clear and half normal. And
Yeah,
it still looked
just,
amazing.
you know,
That one just is.
get your shit together. Generally, not even generally, I'm just really impressed with this set.
I think it's great.
I like the fact they're low pointed as well.
Yeah.
So you can make quite a team.
There is so there's one thing I noticed during the game, which is that everything I had was close combat attacks. So that's something to bear in mind if you're building a force out of these.
I
is you
would
have
say
to go
that
close combat.
is true of all the monster dials.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
most of them don't
most of
really
my
range
most
Couple of
dials
them got a few bits.
very rarely have got a range attack.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
I think that's
so
quite a
these have
common
got
thing.
running shot.
But it's just something to bear in mind for force construction. Really, is just
Some
you
range,
you will be restricted by the amount of close combat attacks you would be forced to do.
Yeah.
You know, it's not the deal breaker.
Yeah. The ones we've got, that's 5, have any ranged at all.
Yeah, so the rest are all close
I
combat.
mean, Def's got great
Slightly
giant reach, but
giant reach, yeah.
yeah, but so out of 24 models, 5 have got ranged combat. Imagine that in a regular brick.
Exactly.
You wouldn't get it until they finally do MMA clicks.
Still holding out for that Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
Also the clicks.
Yeah. But I'm just really impressed with this set. It's they didn't go too cartoony, but conversely, nor did they go too dark either.
Agreed,
They struck a really good balance. They didn't go full goofy 1960s horror comics, and they didn't go like exploitation horror either. It's a really good balance.
Dario Argento's Heroclix is a tough set.
Yeah, I was picturing him
outside this room.
And it's not
Picture him last
they haven't
house on
got
the
a
left brick.
monster squad. I mean, there is no mummy. There is no.
Well, that does bring a point.
Sea monster.
The other one I was going to bring up is: do we want another wave?
Of course.
Well, you do.
Yeah. Well, Dracula is missing.
Dracula's missing.
The mummy is missing, as I said.
Yeah. How often would you like to see them?
Oh no, I think fairly spaced. A good couple of years.
One a year, like a Halloween wave.
Yeah.
Could work.
Yeah, I mean, I think Turtles one they'd probably do.
I don't think they'll.
one a year.
I mean, I don't think they'll bring a
Turtles
brick
seem
out.
to do 3 in the space of about 15 months.
And then stop for
And then stop forever.
Yeah.
Seemingly.
Yeah, but make it like a Halloween one. You could bring back some
just
older
bring out
sculpts with different dials.
One colossal.
One colossal.
To go
Who would
with
you have as a colossal? It's Godzilla, isn't it?
A devil. Supposedly, yeah.
The devil.
Yeah.
Tim Curry Darkness.
Oh, there you go.
Whoa. Yes.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. We could just do a Tim Curry set, couldn't you? You get a Frankenfurter, you get a Pennywise. Nexus from Fern Gully.
Yeah.
Butler from Clue.
Yeah.
Probably get that with a bloke in a suit, to be honest.
The chase is just Tim Curry.
His character from Lex.
Yeah.
What?
Good reasons.
Senator Palpatine. Look it up. Yeah, I'm just so stoked for this set. It's everything
great.
we wanted, I think.
I think maybe part of the reason I like it so much is because this is the first time I've seen any of them.
Yeah, it's concerning that it's not that freely available in the retail end.
Yeah.
I feel like their window to sell it passed a little while ago. I can't put my finger on exactly when, but end of October perhaps.
Yeah,
Just a push.
it's a hard one. I certainly don't think they could do a full brick.
No,
With this
definitely not.
line, which obviously rules out any OP as well.
Yeah.
But who knows why they do? For all we know, the reason they've done this is to test for water for something else, like
Could
possibly
be.
bringing back Heroclix if it was of interest,
Yeah.
or a new game altogether. Because Wizkids' attitude recently seems to be, well, if we can't have Star Wars, we'll get the rights to everything.
Yeah. Which we're fine.
Yeah,
with.
well, if you want to do 40k Dice Masters, that might be what gets me playing Dice Masters.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because they've got the Magic the Gathering license now as well, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
so who knows what's next?
Their Magic Clicks is a distinct possibility.
Yeah,
just with all the planeswalkers and
Yeah,
That's what
it's a huge game. It's Magic's been around for ages. Magic,
that's it. All you need is, let's say, you don't even need to go down the Yu-Gi-Oh route of having, actual monsters from the game.
Yeah.
You just need the planeswalkers as a start set. And
But never forget how big Magic is. I mean, Magic is popular. All you need to remember is Magic at its peak. They were so big they bought out TSR, which meant they outsold Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, they're the only tabletop game ever to have done that. Even Warhammer at its peak has never beaten D&D.
No, Magic is enormous as a property. And so I can totally see a Heroclix Fast Forces or a starter set.
I think it'd be something. I mean, I've never been a Magic player, but I think the world. I think the artwork for having the cards is beautiful.
I think,
I can recreate that in Sculpt.
I think I'd probably be more invested in that actually, because there was a PlayStation game version of Magic which was quite fun, and that was more board game based.
Yeah.
So who knows what they're going to do next? But part of me is like they threw this out for fun for Halloween, and the other part of me goes, the amount of work that's gone into this set, I'm wondering if there is something on the back burner.
Could well be. Yeah. Could well be.
They've done a lovely mix of the box as well.
Yes, it really is great. So I feel it's kind of a closed question, but the Heroclix Undead Gravity Feed, thumbs up, thumbs down?
Has to be thumbs up.
Double thumbs up from me.
We can waiting so long.
We can go up to double thumbs up, and then there's Ian's boner for Frankenstein.
My transparent death priapism.
For a grand 7 out of 6. This is set. If you
can
find one, should we say to anyone, whether you're a Marvel or a DC player, grab a pack if you see it. If you see one, go out your way to get a Gravity Feed if you can.
I'm considering the distribution in this box. Why not?
Yeah,
you're gonna double up very infrequently by the looks of it.
Yeah, sure. So, and that's if not even just Marvel and DC. If you're principally a Ninja Turtles game, you could get fun out of this.
Yeah.
I'd like to take these out for another test just to see how they do stack up against the standard Marvel DC Ninja Turtles.
Get yourself one of these and another monster.
But I've been playing Clicks for a while, and I can kind of read the dice and kind of read the cards.
Yep.
I would be willing to bet that they do stack up against the Marvel DC ones.
I think in some cases they probably would. Yeah.
There's a lot of lower pointed ones, but
yes,
even so, I think it would average out. Especially like the way the skeleton you play the skeleton warriors very well, chaining that adjacency damage bonus.
Yeah,
there's a lot of way they build off each other as well.
For sure. They're designed to swarm and kind of hack people to ribbons, basically.
Yeah.
Which I was sort of hoping would be the case.
Yes, and as I say, these guys, if I managed to get them to clear down, they would have kept on fighting.
Had enough of those on your sideline, you could do some serious damage. What's the most you can take on a squad? 4?
Yes, I think that's right. Yeah.
Well, whatever happens, I think we've definitely not seen the last of these guys. I have the feeling they'll be coming back when we test out more clips, won't we?
My Christmas team will be from this source.
Oh yes, we'll get photos of that. But yeah. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Again, this is for suppression-fire.com. You can check out, we've got X-Wing stuff, we've got Walking Dead stuff, we've got Legendary stuff, we've got Heroclix stuff, we've got all sorts of fun fantasy, sci-fi and horror related gaming. If you want to keep up with what I'm doing, I'm at RealBradHB on Twitter and Instagram. And you can also search for Brad Harmer Barnes on Facebook. Ian, where can people find you on social media?
I think Instagram.
It's
the only source.
Instagram exclusive.
Yes. It's a great old one.
Yeah. Cool. And you can also, on Instagram and Twitter, you can search hashtag BrickFury Heroclix, which just basically brings up everything we post. Yeah. Join in if you want, but it look a bit weird. Rob, where can people find you on the internet?
So you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at RobWadeVision. You can also find emotionally14.com, where we do some Heroclix stuff, but there's also podcasts, occasional video game videos, but mostly kind of gaming talk. We have a separate podcast just for that. Some horror movie reviews, just fun stuff. If you don't want to grow up, it's okay.
Yeah, we're putting it off.
Yeah, he's on there sometimes. yeah. Him not so much. Maybe one day. But emotionally14.com, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at RobWadeVision, where you can find all the stuff I do, because I link to all of it because I'm a absolute narcissist.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for having me back again.
Yes, happy to.
It's been great. Thanks very much, guys. See you soon.
See you. Bye.